All right. Breaking news, guys. Breaking news. Flo Balogun has had his red card rescinded, and he has been cleared to play against Belgium in the round of 62 match. This is huge news for the United States. Absolutely massive, massive, massive news. And we're going to read exactly what Doug McIntyre had reported today. God, this is a blessing. This is great. What a great gift to get for the United States right after the World Cup. Or not the World Cup, sorry. My brain is just scattered now. Right after the 4th of July, right before the round of 16 match against Belgium. We want revenge against them, right? We want to beat Belgium. This is huge, huge news. And we're going to read what Doug McIntyre said. But before we get to that, guys, listen, if you guys are happy that Flo Balogun has had his red card rescinded, make sure you guys like this stream down below and help us out. This is huge news for the United States. Hit the like button down below. Great day for the United States. Also, make sure you guys are subscribed if you haven't already, and hit that little bell notification so you never miss a video. Wow. Okay, let's read this. So Doug McIntyre posted this probably, 15 minutes ago. My friend actually called me up and told me about it. I was just taking care of the kid and hanging out in the living room, and he said, go check your Twitter. U.S. star Balogun cleared to play in the World Cup match versus Belgium. FIFA has cleared the way for the U.S. men's national team forward Balogun to play in the USA World Cup round of 16 match against Belgium in Seattle on Monday. Multiple sources confirmed to a Sunday. The news was first reported by Athletic. Okay, I'm sorry the Athletic actually did report that first. Balogun, who scored the game-winning goal in the last week's round of 32 win over Bosnia and Herzegovina, was shown in controversial red card later in the match, triggered an automatic 1-game suspension. But under FIFA's own protocols, the play should not have been flagged to Brazilian referee Rafael Klaus by the video assistant, who asked Klaus to review the play on the monitor following the slow motion replay of the incident. Balogun was not even cautioned by Klaus on the field. Okay, so that was this main sticking point, right, for the United States, is that this was the reason why that it was deemed a red card is because they did use the slow-mo play, which it looked a lot worse. Now, I would show the replay of the incident once again, but last time I did that in the post game for the Bosnia match, I got flagged down by YouTube, and they were going to make me delete my video. So I can't unfortunately show you the video again. But if you look at it, it was in slow motion. It looked a lot worse. Everything looks worse in slow motion than it does in real time. Balogun got pushed by the guy. I don't think he even knew where he was at. He stepped down, and it was just a bad angle for him, and he stepped on his ankle and got the red card after the VAR. But guys, this is massive for the United States. This is massive because this changes the whole entire thing. We were asking who was going to play for the United States. Was it going to be Pepe? Was Pulisic going to play as a false 9? What were they? Was Haji Wright going to maybe get his first play of the World Cup? I don't know. There was all these questions about what Pochettino was going to do, and now we don't have to worry about that because Balogun is good. He's in the clear, right? And I'm so happy this is happening. Because there was always going to be this lingering question in the back of our mind, right? If Flo Balogun missed this game and we lost, people were always going to wonder, what if? What if? Would we have won this game had he played? Would we have won this game had he played? And now those questions are put to rest because he is going to play. So if we lose to Belgium, we lost to them legitimately. We didn't have our best player, one of our best players missing because of a bogus red card. And we're going to be fully equipped. We're going to be full strength, and we're going to give Belgium our best game. And this is great news. This is the best news I've received in a while when it comes to USMNT. I can't believe this happened. I cannot believe this happened. $5 super chat by Given. He says, I thought this was clickbait and almost didn't click on this live. Thank you so much for this news. That's the thing. Nobody's covering it. I had to tell like 3 people that this happened. Nobody is talking about this. I was looking all over Twitter. It's been completely... I think people have missed it. I don't know. Maybe it's Sunday and people are still sleeping in because of the holidays. I'm not sure, but nobody's really talking about this. But this is breaking news. Flo Balogun has had his red card overturned, and he will play against Belgium in the round of 16 match tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. This is happening 100%, and I appreciate the $5 super chat. My friend texted me and I thought he was joking. No, this is happening. And you know what? Like I said, a lot of people have been saying that this was possible because of the VAR. They were not supposed to watch the play happen in slow motion. It was supposed to be in real time, no slow motion stuff. So that's another reason why a lot of people thought it was bogus that he got the red card in the first place. And look, I'm not trying to rehash anything, but we've seen a lot of other calls, a lot of other players step on players, whether it's Messi or other players. I'm not singling out Messi, but there's been a lot of no calls during this World Cup with a player stepping on another player. So for Balogun to get the red, I mean, that was just absurd. And that hurt the United States. Now, some people are going to say that Trump made the call to Infantino to get him. I've already seen a couple comments like that saying that he put the call in and that that's the reason why this got overturned. I don't think that's, I mean, come on. I don't think that's true. Look, if we're going by the letter of the law, when they do VAR, they are not supposed to watch it in slow motion. And that's what they did. So, I mean, that automatically, I feel like, invalidates holding up that is a red card. So this gets overturned and the United States get their man back and they're going to play they're going to play Belgium with a full strength roster. Okay, so let me ask you guys this. How does this change now? I know a lot of people are commenting, joking about FIFA. Now Paul says, or maybe this is Paula, says, maybe it's Paula, I'm sorry, either way. FIFA, for once, does the right thing. I think they did do the right thing. I think that they overturned an incorrect call. And I said this too post-game. I wasn't even mad that Balogun missed the rest of the Bosnia game. I was mad that he's missing the Belgian game because of that stupid card, right? That was what upset me the most. It's not about the Bosnia game. It was about what was going to happen afterwards. So it says corruption. You can also argue it was a conflict of interest retest because the VAR ref was Venezuelan. I saw some people say that too, conflict of interest with some of the refereeing and stuff who was working on that game. I think there was 2 Mexican referees too. I think 2 assistant referees. Soccer Rambling with the $2 super chat says, Balo hat trick incoming. We'll see. I mean, listen, guys, we needed him. Okay, let me start with this, okay? Because this is going to be kind of a short one because I'm on dad duty. But now that Balogun has had his card rescinded, does the United States, do you think they're going to beat Belgium? Now that his his red card has been rescinded and Flo Balogun will play against Belgium tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern time, 5 p.m. Pacific time, will the United States beat Belgium now? I'm curious what you guys think if that's going to happen. Let me know down below. Some people are saying yes. Yes. But I think this just changes everything. I do think that now with having him, the whole, like, the gauntlet is completed and we're going to finish the job. We are going to finish the job. Pepe, I love Pepe. I love Haji Wright. None of them would have been able to do what Balogun's going to do. We needed our full strength roster to win this round of 16 match. And like I've said earlier, now we're not going to have this lingering question in the back of our mind for years if we lost this game saying, my God, what would have happened if Balogun had played that game? Would we have beaten Belgium? We're coming for Belgium revenge. We're coming back for the 2014 revenge where Tim Howard played out of his mind and had like 16 saves against them. And that was like the prime Belgium, right? That was probably their best team. I'd say maybe 2014, I think was their best team. But we're coming for revenge. We're fully equipped. And then obviously we lost our friendly in March against them, which was brutal, obviously. I can't remember the score line of that one. Was it 5-2? Maybe 5-2. I could be wrong, but I think it was like 5-2. Either way, we're fully equipped. We're ready to go. Flo Balogun has changed the whole dynamic of this thing. I feel very good. I think we're going to win this game. I think we're going to win this game now because we have Flo Balogun. This is heaven sent. And if you remember when we played our second game against, I'm trying to remember our second game. Sorry, Australia. We played Australia and we didn't have Pulisic. We struggled in that match, right? Well, we didn't struggle too much. We weren't as effective in the attack, but we won that game. We're not going to have to do that. We're not going to have to piece things together and maneuver around to try to win. Like, we are ready to go. I'm just so excited for this, guys. If everybody says keep shouting out, shout out to Trump. I don't know if Trump made the call. I know everybody's joking about that. I don't know if he made the call to Infantino. That would be funny as hell. I mean, I don't think that that's what happened. I think literally it's the letter of the law. You are not supposed to watch. You are not supposed to watch a VAR play in slow motion. You're not supposed to do that. And so that's the thing. And I'm so glad this got overturned. I was nervous. People talked about it, and I think that they said that you really aren't supposed to overturn anything. And I don't think they said it's very, very hard to overturn things, especially during the World Cup. But man, thank you, DJT. Disgrace, they scrapped the red card. But here's the thing. Why is that a disgrace? That wasn't a legit red card. I mean, I'll pull it up. I can't play the replay because I don't want to get banned, right? I don't want to have my account struck down. I don't want to have my account struck down by showing the replay on the step on. I forgot who the player was, but I don't want to have that. I mean, I can look at the image, which I know the standstill looks way worse. The standstill looks way worse for Balogun when he stepped on the guy's ankle. So obviously that's going to, influence people's opinion. But if you watch it in real time, it happens so fast. I just don't think that was a legit red card. It wasn't a legit red card. Do I need a show? I mean, and listen, I'm not singling Messi out, but I'll bring this up again. I'll show this one more time. This right here was not, let me pull, here we go. This right here was not a yellow card. It wasn't a red card. And he stepped on his Achilles and he stepped on his calf, and they didn't call anything on this. They didn't call nothing on this, right? Nothing. Okay? Zero on this call. They didn't do anything. So, and then people were saying, like, sharing other posts. Let me try to find these other posts. Like, they were joking around, but like, I wasn't singling Messi out. But look at these. Look at all these tackles and stuff that was nothing. Zero. No calls at all. No calls whatsoever. You can just see him up here on the top left. I mean, let me try to zoom in on this so we can see it a little bit more clear. Yeah, see, look at this. Look at this. No calls. No calls on any of these. And look, some of these are brutal. I'm not denying that some of these aren't brutal, but this is slow motion. It always looks worse in slow motion. It always looks worse in slow motion. But I mean, some of these are brutal, and they were no calls. I'll try to find the Balogun one too. Let me find this real quick. But it's anything looks worse in slow motion. Having your best player taken out for this game would have been devastating for us. It would have been absolutely devastating for us. And I think now, when me and Derek did a preview for this match, I want to say that my prediction was it was going to be 2-1 United States. I think it might be 3-1 United States now. I think that this is the energy, the adrenaline, the push that they needed to really have everything come full circle and give them that motivation. And I truly believe that we're going to beat them 3-1 now. Like, I feel like the United States are locked in. I said numerous times with the dark horse, the World Cup, they have been pretty healthy for the most part. They had some unfortunate misfortunes with Pulisic being hurt for a couple games, but Balogun is not going to miss this game. He is going to play. Guys, give me your score prediction. Okay, so I'm assuming a lot of you probably thought it was 50-50 when he got hurt or suspended. What's your score prediction now for the USMNT versus Belgium? Now that we know Balogun is going to play, what is your score prediction for this game? It was yellow at best. Intent matters. 8-0. My God, that's funny. I'm with you. 3-1. Here's the thing. The fact the refs didn't call them doesn't change anything. It just shows that the inconsistency of the refs. That is true. That's 100% true. I won't lie that there's a lot of inconsistency with refs because there's just so many different different people, different viewpoints, all kinds of different things, different game situations, all kinds of different things. Yes, I agree. The boys are super locked in. Like, I'm telling you that I have a feeling about this. I have a feeling America's 250th birthday, hosting the World Cup. I have a feeling about this. 499 super chat from Lovell says, yes, because the rule was crazy. Cause suspended him for a whole game because of that insane, because it wasn't on purpose. They need to change that. That's true. I agree. 250-0. That's funny. That's funny. Do it for America's birthday, right? 1776-0. No. That's what England's going to lose tonight to Mexico. 1776-0. That's going to be the scoreline for that game tonight. That's funny as hell. USA, what was it? USA 1-1 loses in PKs 2-4. I don't know about that. I don't know. I don't know about that. Mr. says Trump's been on the phone. He's been willing and dealing. He's been calling Infantino up and saying, listen, man, if we're gonna lose, we got to lose the right way. We can't be going out like this. We can't be going out like this on America's birthday. We can't be 3-1. Pump the brakes. Courtois in goal. Belgium on paper is still a better roster. Even with Flo, it's going to be tough. Go USA, though. I disagree. I think that we have a lot more I think we have a lot more momentum than they do right now. I think that Belgium, a lot of their best players are old. I honestly think that we have a lot going for us right now. And I think that Belgium is on their last leg. I think that we had the momentum, and I think we could beat them 3-1. Belgium should have lost to Senegal, guys. They were down 2-0 in the 85th minute, and they had 2 late goals, and they scored a penalty in extra time. I believe we can beat them. I think we beat Senegal 4-2. We could have beat them 5-2. So I think we're going to beat Belgium. I think Belgium's overrated. I don't think they're that good. Yeah, Senegal was up 2-0. They were up 2-0 in the 85th minute, and they choked last second. I'm not worried about Belgium. I'm not worried about them. I think Belgium also beat the United States 5-2 in March. Yeah, but here's the thing. Who played in that match? And also as a friendly, did everyone start a full 90 minutes? Let's look at that real quick. How many people played a full 90 minutes in that March friendly? I don't remember exactly because it was, 3 months ago. Lots happened in between. But let me look. Let's just look and see who played that game. Let's see. If I can even pull it up. It's harder to find the previous matches. Let's see. Fixture history. Let's see. All right. Here we go. Yeah, 5-2. Let's see who started this game. I mean, it was a decent starting 11. I mean, Cardoso and Hessman started in the midfield. Tillman was the 10. I mean, there's a lot of guys that would play in this game. Richards didn't play. Weah played instead of Dest. I mean, and not to mention we did like 8 substitutions in the second half, and so did they. We didn't play a full strength, and they didn't score. Keep in mind, they only scored 1 goal in the first half. In the first half, we scored a goal. They scored a goal. It ended 1-1 at the half when all the starters played. So that's why I'm not afraid of them. Yeah, Richards did not play, and it was 1-1 in the first half when all of our starters and all their starters played. The only person that kind of worries me about Belgium is Doku because he's just so elusive on the left side, and we're not really used to playing against guys like him, or we haven't, at least in this tournament. So his pace and his skill really does scare me a little bit, but I feel like we're ready, guys. I feel like we're ready. Now, Courtois, to be fair, did not play in this game either for Belgium, but I feel like we're all their guys. Think about this. De Bruyne and Courtois, these were guys that were playing for the national team back in 2014. They're legends, right? But they're starting to get older and older. Like, I feel like all of our guys, the oldest player, I think the only player over 30 years old that's playing is Tim Ream. Everyone else is under 30 years old that's starting. Our team is younger. I think they're hungrier, and I just feel like they're ready to pull off. I guess it would be considered an upset. I guess that's what it would be considered. Don't worry, we have Vegeta. He can handle Goku. Trust me, I want to see Lukaku lose so bad. Well, Lukaku slander. Well, Lukaku will probably be a super sub. I don't think he's going to start for them. That's kind of been his thing this World Cup, right? He's been coming off the bench. Either way, I think Malik will have another standout game. Malik Tillman might have been the best player for the United States so far in this World Cup. He has been spectacular for the United States. But also, too, back to Balogun, right? He has 3 goals for us. He is our Golden Boot leader, our leading scorer for the United States during this World Cup run. He scored more goals than any other player in U.S. history in a World Cup. It is so essential to have him. It is so essential to have him during this thing. It is so essential. And like I said, I've said this a couple times, but we're never going to have to wonder what if. Also, too, just his speed and his pace and what he does in the attack is so much different, and it's unique compared to what else we have on our roster. Pepe doesn't have pace. He's not able to be a speed demon up top. When you have Pulisic on one side and Dest on the other side, you need someone who can kind of match that pace. That's not Pepe. I know Pepe is good at creating chances, and he's good off he's different. He's not bad, but I just think for this team, and because he's not been that good the last couple matches for the United States, Pepe would have been. It would have been tough. It really would have been tough with Pepe to make it work. Just to be honest, and I love Pepe. I really, really do. I'm a huge Pepe stan, but hopefully Pulisic doesn't look invisible tomorrow. I think Pulisic's going to be fine. I really think he'll be fine. I think he's going to look good. I think that we're ready, guys. This is it. We are ready to go. We got Balogun. No stone has been left unturned. And I know a lot of people are going to be upset and say that this was rigged and that the call was made. But look, it was. I think it was bullshit. I'm glad that we're not going to lose our best player in the most important game. And if the United States win this game, all bets are off. All bets are off. And I'm honestly hoping that Portugal beats Spain, so that way we have a chance to right our wrongs on what happened in the March friendlies. We lost to Belgium first. Hopefully we beat them. And then hopefully we get a chance or another crack at Portugal to get our revenge against them and Pinaldo. I'm just joking about the Pinaldo thing, Ronaldo. And we get a chance to redeem ourselves to beat them and get our vengeance for the two friendlies we had in March before the World Cup. One against Australia, Bosnia, and Paraguay, and think you're the shit. Okay, Paraguay beat Germany. Paraguay lost to France 1-0. We smoked Paraguay 4-1. I know that obviously the game styles and like the game plan was different, but Paraguay's not bad. Paraguay's not bad. No, you hope Portugal beat Spain because you want an easier team. You recognize that all your games have been easy so far. No, I think that Portugal had a better chance of beating Spain than Croatia did. They have a better chance of beating Spain. That's why I wanted Portugal to win. I think we have a better chance against Portugal than Spain. I think Spain's a better team than Portugal, but Portugal had a better chance of beating Spain than Croatia did. Spain will beat Portugal. I mean, Spain has not looked that great, guys, if we're being honest. And they were my They were my pick to win the World Cup. They have not looked that great. They had one good game against Saudi Arabia, but I mean, it did beat Austria 3-0, but that got ugly kind of late. I'm curious what they look like against Portugal tomorrow. We'll find out. We'll find out what they look like against. We'll find out what they look like against Portugal tomorrow. Spain does. Croatia was robbed. Maybe so, but I do think Croatia doesn't have as good of a chance to beat Spain as Portugal does. Will, you notice how all of Mexico fans are trying to downplay us? We'll see what happens. I mean, that's going to be a good game tonight, and I'm doing a watch along for that game tonight for the England versus Mexico match at Azteca tonight. That's going to be a crazy, crazy game. Okay, if you guys are just joining us, make sure you guys hit the like button if you haven't already. We've got 612 people watching with us live. Very thankful for you guys to do this emergency live episode with us. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Hit the subscribe button. We got more World Cup content on your way. This is America's 250th birthday. Balogun is back. I mean, what more could you be excited about? I mean, this is amazing news. Hit the bell notification so you guys don't miss any of our videos. We'll be wrapping up here in just a second, but I want to ask you guys, if you just joined us, does this change your mind? Do you think the United States are going to beat Belgium now that Balogun has had his red card rescinded and he will play against Belgium tomorrow in the round of 16? Has this changed your mind on if they're going to win? And hell, we'll even do a poll real quick too, but let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the comment section too what you guys think. With Balo back. We have a much better chance of winning, but it's going to be a tough match. I thought it was 50-50. I thought it was 50-50 before Balo got reinstated. Now I think it's like 75% chance we win. Bro, what are you talking about? If they picked based on name, then Ben White would be there, considering he's more experienced than a Premier League champion. Are you talking to me? Gotta love how people talk shit about who we have beat when we have no control over who we play. That's true too. We just beat who's in front of us. And not only are we beating them, we're beating them convincingly. We're beating them convincingly. I wasn't sure, but this is a massive boost, Mr. Mister says. It's a huge boost. It's a huge boost. USMNT are about to win by 50. by 250. Big boost for USMNT now with Balogun in the full 250th birthday. Crazy ass Seattle fans, no effing. Yeah, and that's the thing. We've never lost at Lumen. We only played there twice, but we've never lost there. I think that's another thing too. We're going to be fully equipped, ready to go, playing in Seattle, home crowd behind us, ready to get vengeance on Belgium. It's going to be absolutely insane. It's going to be nuts, guys. It's going to be absolutely nuts. I cannot wait for this. This is great. I'm not trying to jinx anything. I'm just saying I believe in us. I believe that we can do this, especially now that Balogun has had his red card rescinded. We're going to be fully equipped to go. We're going to be ready to win. And I believe this is the year. I believe this is the year. I think the United States are making it to a semifinal. I truly believe that. I truly believe that. Will, what I do like about all this is how into soccer the American audience is in. How into soccer the American audience is. Love it. That is great. That is great. And we're going to break records. I think 40 million people are going to watch the Belgium game. We'll see. I think 40 million people are going to watch the Belgium game. Also, guys, I want to say that this emergency live stream was brought to you by our proud sponsor, FanDuel. Love FanDuel. Very thankful for them for sponsoring us at MLS Moves. They're the proud sponsor of the channel. We need to avenge Tim Howard. Yes, we do. My grandpa plays for Belgium. Maybe he meant played for. The fans will not retain their interest in the sport past. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Anything could. Jeremy doesn't think we're overrated. That's true. But there's just so much going in our way, guys. The wind is at our backs. I think we're going to beat Belgium. Balogun is back. This was the right call because it was, like I said, looked at on replay in slow motion, which is against the VAR rules. They watched it in slow motion, which is going to make anything look worse. He will play. There will never be a question in our mind if the United States could have beaten Belgium with Flo Balogun because he will be there. There will never be a question what if because it is what is. He will be playing. We will see what happens. And I could not be more excited. Question, do you think the hype will translate to MLS? I'm actually going to drop a video about that tomorrow, so stay tuned. But listen, love you guys. Appreciate everyone for stopping by on this emergency live stream. There's not much more to say. Flo Balogun is back, baby. United States are going to be fully equipped to beat Belgium tomorrow. I think they will beat Belgium tomorrow 3-1. We'll see how this ages. Before I let you guys go, please make sure you remember that MLS Moves was presented by FanDuel. Also, make sure you guys give us a like down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that little bell notification so you never miss a video. Until next time, guys, I will see you all soon.